Chapter 1. The expedition gone wrong. I never should have taken that contract. The job was simple. Escort a team of xenobiologists to the ruins of Val-Sur-9, a dead planet on the edge of known space. The pay was good, and after 6 months of scraping by on cargo hauls, I needed the credits. But the moment we touched down, I knew something was off. The ruins weren't just ancient, they were wrong. The architecture twisted in ways that hurt my eyes, black stone spiraling into unnatural shapes. The air smelled like copper and something sweetly rotten. The scientists didn't seem to notice, too busy chattering about lost civilizations and unprecedented discoveries. Kept my rifle ready. On the 3rd day we found the tomb. It was hidden beneath the ruins, a cavernous chamber lit by eerie bioluminescent fungi. The walls were carved with murals of a towering many-limbed queen, her 6 eyes staring judgmentally at all who entered. The scientists were ecstatic. I was nauseous. Then I saw her. At the center of the chamber, encased in a translucent stasis pod, was the queen herself. She was massive, at least 9 feet tall, with obsidian skin that shimmered like oil. 4 arms, each ending in razor-sharp claws, were folded over her chest. Her face was elongated, regal, with those same 6 eyes, closed for now. "Don't touch anything," I warned, my grip tightening on my rifle. Of course they didn't listen. Dr. Lorne, the lead researcher, activated the pod's release sequence. Alarms blared in a language none of us understood. The pod hissed open. And then, her eyes snapped open. All 6 of them. And I was staring right into them. Chapter 2. The Curse of the Queen. The moment our gazes locked, a searing pain exploded behind my eyes. I stumbled back, clutching my skull as visions flooded my mind. A dying empire. Betrayal. A curse cast in desperation. The Queen's voice echoed in my head, not in words, but in meaning. "You have awakened me. Now you are bound." Then chaos. The scientists screamed as the Queen moved, her limbs unfolding like a nightmare given life. One swipe of her claws tore Dr. Lorne in half. Another scientist tried to run. She impaled him on a barbed tail I hadn't even noticed. I raised my rifle and fired. The bullets did nothing. She turned to me, her 6 eyes burning with fury and something else. Recognition. "You are mine," her voice hissed in my mind. Then she was gone, vanishing into the shadows of the tomb. The surviving scientists were hysterical. "We have to leave. Now." But when we reached the surface, the horror wasn't over. The moment sunlight touched my skin, agony ripped through me. My veins turned black, spreading like ink beneath my flesh. I collapsed, gasping, as the scientists backed away in terror. One of them, a junior researcher named Eli, checked my pulse, then recoiled. His DNA. "It's changing." The Queen's voice whispered again. "You looked into my eyes. The curse is upon you. You will become one of us, or you will die." Eli swallowed hard. "There's more." The translation from the murals. It mentions a bond. If the Queen's curse takes hold, you either marry her, or your body rejects the transformation and you die within 7 cycles. I laughed, delirious. "Marry her. That thing just butchered our team." Eli's face was grim. "I don't think you have a choice." Chapter 3. The Choice. The next few days were hell. The black veins spread. My bones ached as they reshaped themselves. I could feel the curse rewriting me, turning me into something not quite human. Worse. She was in my dreams. "The Queen, my Queen," the curse whispered, stood over me, her claws tracing my face. "You resist. Why?" I woke up screaming. Eli, the only one who hadn't abandoned me, had been researching non-stop. The curse was a failsafe, he explained. Her people were betrayed. The last queen cursed herself so that only someone bound to her could awaken her. You did that by looking into her eyes. So what, I'm just supposed to marry her? Eli shrugged. Or die. Your call. On the 6th day, the pain became unbearable. My skin hardened in patches, taking on that same obsidian sheen as hers. I couldn't eat. Couldn't sleep. I was running out of time. Chapter 4, The Ceremony. I went back to the tomb. She was waiting. The queen stood at the center of the chamber, her massive form radiating power. When she spoke, it was directly into my mind. You have returned. I don't want to die, I admitted. Her head tilted, considering me. Then you accept. Do I have another option? No. Exhaled. Fine. What do we do? She extended a clawed hand. The bond must be sealed. Took it. The moment our hands touched, fire erupted in my veins. I screamed as the transformation completed, my body reshaping, my mind expanding. Visions of her empire, her people, her loneliness flooded me. When it was over, I was different. Stronger. Faster. Worse. The queen, my queen, pulled me close. Now we rule together. Chapter 5. The New Empire. A year later, the galaxy fears us. The Queen's empire has risen again, and I stand at her side. The curse didn't just bind me to her. It made me her equal, her consort, her king. Eli, now my advisor, still can't believe it. You married an alien warlord. I smirk, my 6 eyes gleaming. Yeah. And it was the best decision I ever made. Because here's the truth. I was never meant to be a nobody. I was meant to be hers. And together, we'll conquer the stars. Final chapter. The Throne of Stars. The coronation took place beneath the triple moons of Val Sur 9. The ruins that had once been a tomb were now a throne room, rebuilt by the Queen's resurrected kin, towering chitinous warriors who bowed as I passed. My body was no longer human. The curse had remade me. Obsidian skin, 6 burning eyes, claws that could rend steel. I was no longer the desperate mercenary who had stumbled into this nightmare. I was a king. The queen, my queen, awaited me at the altar of black stone. Her form was radiant, her 6 eyes gleaming with something I now recognized as pride. The bond between us hummed in my veins, a living thing, whispering her thoughts into mine. You hesitate, she murmured, her voice silk and venom. I flexed my claws, still unused to their weight. Just wondering how the hell I got here. Her laughter was a low, echoing purr. Destiny. Eli stood at the edge of the dais, the last human in a sea of monsters. He'd stayed when the others fled, trading his humanity for a place in our court. His eyes were wide behind his augmented lenses, but he didn't tremble. Smart man. The high priest, a skeletal creature with too many jaws, raised its arms. The chamber fell silent. The bond must be sealed in blood and vow. The queen extended a claw, slicing her palm. I did the same. Our wounds pressed together, black ichor mingling. The moment our blood touched, the chamber shuddered. The murals on the walls blazed to life, depicting not just her past, but ours. A dynasty stretching into the stars. The priest's voice boomed. By the old laws you are bound. King and queen, flesh and shadow, rise and take your throne. A crown of living metal was placed upon my brow. It fused to my skin, whispering secrets of dead empires and wars yet to come. The queen's claw gripped mine. Now, she whispered, we hunt. Epilogue. The Conquest begins. 3 cycles later, the first human colony fell. They never saw us coming. Their ships burned in the void. Their defenses shattered like glass. I led the vanguard, my new form cutting through soldiers like wheat. Their bullets couldn't pierce my hide. Their screams fed the hunger in my veins. The queen watched from her warship, her satisfaction curling through our bond. "You were always meant for this," she crooned. Maybe she was right. Back on Val Sur 9, I'd been a dying man. Now I was power. Eli stood beside me on the bridge, his human form long discarded, his body now a hybrid of flesh and machine. "They'll send more fleets," he warned. I grinned, my too many teeth glinting. Let them. The stars would be ours. And I had never felt more alive.